Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Welcome devotees to the second day's cultural festival as part of the 35th National Seminar on the life and teachings of Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi, as well as the Founders Day celebration. Before we start with the first program of the cultural session, a brief introduction of the artist of the day. Dr. Ambika Kameshwar does not need information generally in the Ramana circles, more so in the cultural circles of the Ramana Maharshi Center for Learning. She is born into the Ramana faith. Her parents were devotees much before she was born, so therefore she was born into the devotion of Ramana since her childhood. She is the founder director of Rasa Ramana Sundritya Alaya. She is a dancer, choreographer, classical singer, this and much more. She has had intensive training in Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi and creative dance under Kumari S. Meenakshi, Dr. Narendra Sharma and a host of other reputed exponents of dance. A multifaceted personality, she is a noted danseuse, choreographer, vocalist, music composer and above all a rehab facilitator. She is also a very respected and loved teacher. She has presented dance and music concerts all over the world, recorded music for the Sangeeta Recording Company, and has also choreographed solo dance pieces and dance dramas and various themes. Almost most of the dance themes are produced by the Ramana Maharshi Center. She has done her PhD in Natya Abhinaya from the University of Madras and a post-doctoral fellowship as a senior fellow of the Government of India on the application of dance, drama, music and other aspects of theatre for holistic development. Her special emphasis on her studies has been with children and adults with disabilities. She has given many lecture demonstrations and has won the award of Best Lecture Demonstration from the Krishna Gana Sabha, Chennai. She is the recipient of the prestigious Kalaimamani Award for her outstanding contribution in the field of dance from the Government of Tamil Nadu and ELSI Nadagamandram in the year 2004. Dr. Ambika's skills have found fruition, so to say, as a repertoire artist of the Ramana Maharshi Center for Learning, Bangalore, and as the co-director founder of Rasa, Chennai. She is today accompanied by Sri Narasimhan on the Mridangam, on the tabla by Sri Srinivas, on the violin and keyboard by Sri Sai Kirti, and on the special effects by Sri Vincent Paul. Over to Dr. Ambika Kameshwar for the 9 paths to presence.
Satsanga. We have been actually in nothing but His presence in the present for the past 2 days. It has been palpable, more than not. All of us with our limited entities need to fine-tune our energies to feel His presence. That's all. And in that scope, within that spectrum of us needing to fine-tune to His presence, is this presentation of 9 paths to His presence. The Navavida Bhakti. The Gita-charya in Bhagavad Gita, he says, Bhaktya tu ananyaya shakya aham evam vidhorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tattvena praveshtum cha parantapa. Bhaktya tu ananyaya shakya. The only way to truly achieve me is through bhakti. If we were all the time feeling and experiencing nothing but Him and Him alone, there is no duality. But the moment you get into duality, bhakti is the marga to dissolve into Him, says Gita-charya. Jnatum drashtum cha tattvena praveshtum cha parantapa. Jnatum, you will know me. Drashtum, you will see me. Tattvena praveshtum, and in truth, you will enter me. Cha parantapa. In the Bhagavatam, Prahlada tells his father Hiranyakashipu. He's a great devotee of Narayana. And Hiranyakashipu, we'll come to his story later if required, if time permits, is not. And he cannot understand this devotion to Narayana. And Prahlada tells him, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam. He says there are 9 paths of having a relationship with Swami, with Narayana. Bhagavan is Hari Adi Itara Jeevargal Ahavarija Guhayil Arivai Rami Paramattuman Arunachala Ramanan. He is the Hridaya of Hari himself. When asked, who are you? He said, Hari Adi. Hari lenda arambichu. That is starting from Hari. Every single manifestation, the heart which is me. Hari Adi Itara Jeevargal Ahavarija Guhayil Arivai Rami Paramattuman Arunachala Ramanan. So how do we attain this Vishnu, the heart of Vishnu, through this Navavidha Bhakti? So Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam and Atmanivedanam. We will quickly go over these 9 and enjoy this Ramana Bhakti through the songs of Sri Bhagavan and those who have experienced Bhagavan and expressed that experience through their poetry. Shravana Yoga. Shravana Yoga is what we're all doing over here. As I speak, I don't speak. Even I am listening only to His voice. All of us are only listening, taking in His Nama, His Puhar, His glory. And this has been given one of the highest places because it is easy. We need to do nothing but except sit and enjoy what we have to hear. And therefore it is given a very high place. Rukmani, she only hears of Krishna. Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara Shrunvatam te nirvishya karna vivaraihi harato angatapam. I've heard of your gunas and those who hear of you. She's not seen them, nothing. Afterwards only she says what happens when Rupam Drishyatam, what happens. But we are in Shravana Yoga now. Harato angatapam, any difficulty that is there in the body. Anga does not necessarily only mean this body. Anything that has a manifestation is anga. It could be the mind. It could be the intellect. Harato angatapam, at that time she doesn't mean this anga. Nirvishya karna vivarai, because there is a physical manifestation of the ear through which that nama has to go and register in the mind body system, intellect, through the intellect. She says harato angatapam. Nirvishya karna vivaraihi harato angatapam. Shravana Yoga. Prahlada himself, before he gave this path of Navavida Bhakti to his father, how did he get into that path itself? Only through Shravana Yoga. Because when he was in the womb of his mother, he was in Narada's ashrama, listening to Narayana Nama all the time. And that is why he came through Shravana Marga, Shravana Yoga only, into Narayana Bhakti. Nayana, he had not seen Bhagavan. He came running to him, having done crores of tapas. He did not get that fullness in his search. I remember a few seminars ago, Akka was talking about this Nayana coming to Bhagavan. What must have been his state at that time? What I call this pirivu in Tamil. It is that literally the heart being, what do you say for this? Pirivu? Not crushed. Squeezed with the, not only just squeezed like a sponge, but in opposite directions, so that wrung. That is how his heart's condition must have been. Searching everywhere, not finding, till he comes running to Bhagavan, and the moment he sees him, he asks him, what do I do? And he says, find the source of your mantra. That is tapas. Pashyami. He sees him immediately as Murugan, giving him the Upadesha. Pashyami devadattena jnanena tvam muhurmuhu brahmanyanam varam brahma subramanyam narakratim. Pashyami devadattena jnanena tvam muhurmuhu brahmanyanam varam brahma subramanyam narakratim. Subramanyam narakratim. Jaya Guru Ramanam Vandeham. 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 And then he announces him to be the Sadguru of all. Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi, this is, he says, this is Uma's Arul, this is Deva Anugraham that I am able to see him as such. Definitely, this Bhakti Marga, you cannot get into this Ramana Satsanga, you cannot get into any of these things but for his Arul. He is grace personified, otherwise where would we be here? I know so many people who would have not got the information about this program, or not been able to come because of some obstacle or the other. Some may have even planned to come and last minute problems may have occurred. But why is it that this group of people are here to just enjoy this Ramana Satsanga? Because of his grace. Avanarulale avantal vanangi. Par muzhudum unadu thirupeyar vaalga. Par the entire world that here is Bhagavan, here is Swami himself, here is God. He is Shri personified. He is Lakshmi, he is Aishwaryam in every way. He is Shriyam. Indira pratigruhnati Indira vai dadati cha Indira taraye dvabhyam Indiraye namo namah. Comes for Lakshmi. So she is the one, she is manifest, and he is she. Shri Ramana Maharishi. Ramana, because he is so sweet, he is magnetic in his form. And Maharishi is his manifestation in this particular form is that of a Rishi and a Maharishi at that. So Bhagavan Shri Ramana Maharshi. Muruganar also heard of this Bhagavan Shri Ramana Maharshi. He had heard of this Bhagavan Shri Ramana Maharshi. He had, through his father-in-law, he had also read Aksharamana Malai. He had enjoyed Aksharamana Malai. And this yearning again comes into him. And he is, by divine grace, taken to Arunachala to see Shri Bhagavan. He comes there, and normally we will take some fruits, some maybe dry fruits, something we have to give the Sadguru, something. When we go to see great people, visit great saints, we cannot go empty-handed. So he thinks Trinjana Sambandar was robbed of everything before he reached Arunachala. Everything was literally by Shivaganas as hunters, manifest as hunters, everything was taken away. You must be completely bereft. Aega, Jabre, Bulawa, Harika, chhod ke sab kuch jana padega. Everything was taken away from him. So Muruganar is there, but he wants to take something and go. What does he have? He has his Kavitvam. That also given by Bhagavan, no? That's been given in advance. Why? Because he is the one who saw to it. As Shiva, he came to listen to Manikavachakar. He saw to it that Manikavachakar came again as Muruganar. He himself manifests as Bhagavan, Shiva Tattva. Therefore, Manikavachakar come as Muruganar has to start his Kavitva on Bhagavan, no? Somewhere it has to have a beginning. So he thinks he has his Kavitvam. And he decides to write a poem. Write a poem on him and take it and present it to him. And even before, this is only Shravana, he's only heard of him. He had not seen him. Some see him and then come to him, some read about him, come to him, some hear about him, come to him. Muruganar was one such. So he wrote this poem, and even before he sees him, he knows he is the Shiva Tattva. And he writes, Parvalar Kailai Parupada Ningi Pannavar Suralai Vittu Varoli Manipol Vachakar Vakai Valarsevi Maduttida Virumbi Ervalar Piran Tandurai Adaindar Pol Irisinen Punsolum Vettu Sirvalar Arunai Serumpadi Serdai Desika Ramanamadevi. Why this form, he says, of the Kailasapati, of Shiva himself. And you have come down as our Sadguru, he says. I will sing the Kannada translation of this. Hindendu kai